my friends, welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's see what I'm up to today. We're going to be making a tray and a vase to match. Yes, you guys, I've never done this before, but I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. Here's the tray I chose to use, and I have it sitting on top of my little Lazy Susan. And then I'm going to place a solo cup here, right down in the center, and then we'll take the vase. I'm just cleaning that cup off because I seen some little droplets of water on it. Because I washed the vase after I purchased it, and I guess there was still a little bit left inside, and it must have gotten on the solo cup. But I purchased this vase here from my local Dollar Tree, and we're just going to slide it right on top of that solo cup. And the solo cup has some little ripples in it, so it catches that vase and enables it to stay sitting right on top of it. Now, I decided to do resin and mica powders and things like that. There is some ready-made paints you can use to do these. And I have these drizzle pieces right here that create different effects in your art and stuff. And I picked these up from Michael's, and I thought we would choose one of them and place it on the top of on the bottom of our vase there, and let the resin, just flow out of it and see what kind of design we get. See if we can get something really cool looking in our tray. I'm going to put that one back because I'm not going to be using that one. I think we'll take this one right here. We'll turn it over like that, and then we'll pour in the top of it. Now, I did watch part of Mixed Media Girl's video, and then a company showed up and I had to take care of something right quick. And then I went right into my making my tray and my vase. After I made all of my mistakes, I went back and finished Mixed Media Girl's video and figured out why I made those mistakes. Yeah, I know, you guys. I didn't work smarter versus harder this time. So we're going to learn from my mistakes, and we'll know what not to do next time. I'm going to choose my Cast and Craft White. It's an opaque pigment, and I'm going to drop about 12 drops down into my resin. I'm using Let's Resin Epoxy. It's a 1-to-1, which means it has a part A and a part B. Part A is your resin, part B is your hardener. And Mixed Media Girl said that 12 ounces is about the best to do one of these. So I mixed up a little more than that. I did 16 ounces because, like I said, after I made my mistakes, I went and finished her video and figured out why I made those mistakes, but we'll get to those. Now, I'm mixing up a color here that is bright aqua green, and it's in the Master's Touch Thick Body Acrylic. And I didn't put a whole lot of the acrylic paint in my resin. I'm just making sure I get it stirred up really good, scraping the sides of the cup and the bottom of the cup. Now we're going to try out one of those new mica powders that I got from Nature Soap LLC, and it's in the navy blue, and it is a beautiful, beautiful blue. I am so glad I got this color, and I'm going to go back and purchase a bigger little container of this color right here because it's stunning. I put some more resin in there, and now I'm going to finish stirring it up. When I mix my mica powders into my resin, I like to just put a little bit of resin in my cup, add the mica powder, stir it up really good, and then add the rest of my resin, and then give it a little bit of a stir. And to me, that helps keep the bubbles down. Now I'm going to be using my Finnabair yellow, and I'm just going to get a hefty amount of it and then put it in my resin. I only put a little bit of resin in my cup. See, right here? I just put a little bit in there. Now I'm going to get that mica powder stirred up really good in my cup, and then we'll add the rest of the resin to the cup. And that's just the way I like to use my mica powders and resin. Isn't that yellow beautiful? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest of my resin in that cup. And then I'll give it a few little stirs and then it'll be ready to pour. I'm just going to tip that cup upside down and let it go ahead and finish dripping out into the cup, and we'll pick it up here in a little bit. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. It's so sad what happened over in Louisiana. I cannot believe it. I have been praying for those families. It's just so sad. So sad. I can't imagine what they're going through. Okay, you guys, I think we have all our colors ready. I'm going to go ahead. I seen Mixed Media Girl pour clear resin over her vase before she started pouring her colors. I'm not quite sure why. She never said why in that video. So I don't know. I may have to go back and watch several of her videos to maybe find out why she does that. Maybe it's just to get it, coated a little bit, to get the colors to start flowing better down the vase. I'm not sure. That'd be my guess. And I'm just using my heat gun a little bit. She said not to put much heat on it and don't spray much alcohol on it. Now we're going to go ahead and place our little drizzle piece on top here, and then let's get to pouring. I'm going to start off with my white. Isn't that beautiful? I love watching these pours. And now I'm doing one myself. I've always wanted to try a bowl and a vase to match it. But, I never felt bold enough to do it. And I don't know. I woke up 3 days ago and I said, that's it. I'm going to try a bowl and a vase. So I ran to my local Dollar Tree. I picked up a vase and I had this tray mold already. So here we are. Look at that blue. Isn't that gorgeous? And now I'm going to pour that yellow. And I just go back and forth in between the colors. But I got to tell you, I learned something today that I did not know. And I've been doing resin for quite some time now. I believe 5 years plus, and I did not even think about this. Mica powders are transparent. Every mica powder is transparent. I did not even think about that. You think that they're not by looking at them. See the yellow? That yellow looks pretty opaque, doesn't it, in that cup? But it's not. It's transparent. So that's another mistake that I made. I used almost every color in transparent, except for my my aqua, the Master's Touch thick body acrylic, and then the Cast and Craft opaque white, which Mixed Media Girl did say if you're going to use mica powders, you at least need to have one opaque color in that mix. And I do. I have the Cast and Craft white as my opaque color. So I don't understand why my vase didn't turn out. The colors they flow right down the vase. They won't stay on the vase. And I even let my resin sit there and thicken up to the point that it was almost cured. And, I thought maybe if I would give it a little, time to sit in the cup and thicken up, that would help. But I woke up the next morning and y'all will see the turnout of the vase. Yeah, I wasn't happy. But we did get a nice bowl, so it wasn't a complete waste. And I brought y'all down to let y'all see the colors flow down the vase and how beautiful they are. And look at that tray, all the colors in that tray. Okay, I put the camera back up here so I can have both hands free. I really, I need to get another little tripod so that way I can get a side view when I need to, because this would have been one of those times where you all would have benefited from looking in a side view instead of up top. So that's gonna be one of my purchases next that I'm gonna save up for. I need to get a tripod that'll sit my camera or my phone up on it, and I can position it to where we can get a side view of my table instead of on top all the time. And I did buy one, but it broke. So I'm going to have to save up and get a nice one. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know. I'm definitely open for that. Open to that. Now I'm going to use my heat gun just a little bit, not much. But also, I didn't know about not using the heat gun much at this point. You know, at the time I was doing the video, I hadn't finished watching Mixed Media Girls video. So I wasn't aware that I wasn't to use the heat gun that much. So yeah, I probably shouldn't have used it that much. But I don't see what it matters using it down on the tray. I don't see why that would matter. And I'm spritzing a little bit of alcohol on the bottom part. I do see why you wouldn't do it on the vase. Look at those colors, you guys. Isn't that just gorgeous? I hope this tray stays like this, but you know it won't. They never do. It's just beautiful, just beautiful. And can you see the vase? Look at it. See, it's not staying on there. My colors are just sliding right off of the vase. But we still have quite a bit of resin to go. So let's continue to pour. If you're new here, hello, my name is Tammy. I also have a Facebook page, and it's also the same name as my channel, Epoxy Me That. So if you'd like to go on over there, and you can share some of your art with me too. I would love to see everyone's art and what they're up to. And it doesn't have to be resin. You can be whatever you're crafting, share it. You know, I love to see all of it. Okay, you guys, our tray, let's go ahead and take it out, and we're going to place it in the bowl. I love how the center turned out. Look at that in the center. I think this is going to be the inside of the bowl. What do you guys think? I think that would look beautiful inside the bowl. And then this side will be on the outside of the bowl, which it turned out beautiful as well. The colors are more vivid on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and pack it down in the bowl. Now here's another mistake that I made. I poured too much resin down the vase. So what that caused was my tray to be too thick. And now I'm fighting with it to get the edges nice and rippled. See how thick they look? And I really, really had to fight with it to get it to even look halfway decent, you guys. It was pitiful. It was so pitiful. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do? I need something to set in the middle of the bowl, because it's too thick. It keeps wanting to come up out of the bowl. So you guys will see what I ended up placing in the center. I had all kinds of stuff packed in this bowl to try to get it to work. It was a mess. But hey, I made it work. And I'm pretty happy with my first bowl. Have any of you all made a bowl and a vase to match yet? Or maybe a bowl? Let me know in the comment section below. And let me know how yours turned out. I'm the kind of person that if I make something like this and I fail at it, I have to go back and I have to do it again. I must figure out what happened, why it happened, and what I can do to make it better next time. We are about to grab something to put in the center so that you guys can see what I ended up doing. Look at that. I put one of those glass things that you would put like rice or a canister. It's a canister, but it's glass. I put it in the center because it was quite heavy. And then I just stuck some bottles of different kinds of things in there to make my little ripples on the edges. I took one of them out, but I'm going to leave two in there. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, here's my vase, you guys. It looks terrible. It needs some major help. I'm just going to take my heat gun and I'm going to heat up around where the cup meets the vase so that we can get the vase off of here. You can reuse these vases though. If you're not happy with how it turned out, you can pour over it again. Okay, there's our vase. I mean, look at it. It's terrible. Do you see all the little holes that it has in it? I wonder why it done that. That's so odd to me. And I did wash my vase before I used it. It's almost like it had oil on it or something. It's so strange. So strange. Now let me show you what I did. The reason the colors look muddy like that on the vase is I took one of these cups right here and I was scooping up like this the resin from the bottom of the tray. The little plate here, not the tray, the little plate. And I was dumping it over the tray to get it over the vase to get a better turnout. And then it muddied my colors on the vase. So yeah, that's how my vase turned out, you guys. But I'm going to show you how to clean up the little drizzle piece that we used really quick. I let it cure on there, and then I'm just taking my little Cricut tool, and look at that. It just peels right off. Easy peasy cleanup for my little drizzle. And there it is. Super easy. And then there it is, all cleaned up, nice and neat and ready to go back in the box. Okay, here we are. Let's take a look at our bowl, you guys. Let's take it out of the bowl that I had to pack it down into. Here it is. Not too shabby for my first bowl. What do you guys think? Let me know. I want y'all's honest opinion. Did I do an okay job at my very first bowl? I like it a lot. I do. I didn't get a vase, but I got a bowl. And it's definitely could look a little bit better. But hey, I learned a lot of things while making this. And next time, maybe it'll turn out better. So let's take our little gold pen that I got from Let's Resin. It's one of their chrome markers. And let's do the edges in gold. and see if it'll make our bowl look a little bit better. So I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to go around the edges with this chrome marker here. I'll do a little bit with you and then I'll finish it, because I'm sure all of you have seen this done before. How do y'all feel about using these markers, to finish some of your pieces? Because I find that they rub off, and I've tried all kinds of brands out there and they do come off. So I don't know, I just find myself not reaching for them, finishing many of my pieces with them because of that reason alone. How do y'all feel about them? Let me know. I'm still working around the bowl here, trying to get it all finished up so we can take a look at it. I think that gold really finished this bowl off nicely. Well, I thought we would go ahead and start with the little face cup that has the little saucer face to match it for my leftovers for a giveaway. I think a lot of you really seemed to like that mold. So we'll go ahead and start with that one. And then hopefully you all will share and share away over on my Facebook some different molds. But make sure they're kind of big, and things like planters or trays or something you can use, because I think those would look the best, don't you all? I don't know. Y'all give me some ideas. I would love to for y'all to be the ones to pick out the molds, because it's going to be giveaways for you all. Well, here's my bowl. What do you guys think? I hope this inspired somebody else to try to make their bowl too. And we're going to be trying this again, you all. Well, it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.